welcome to Google Classroom Parents Edition. This is Mrs. Martinez, and I am coming to you not only as a teacher, but also as a parent. And Google Classroom is full of information for us parents. So let's get into it. First off, what you're going to need to do is ask your students' teachers to invite you as a guardian on Google Classroom. Now, most of us will already have done that. We will use the email you submitted to us or you gave to us in RenWeb. If you would like for us to use a different email, please email all of your students' teachers and let us know what that email is that you would like for us to add. I believe we can add up to 2 emails, so let us know which emails you would like for us to use. Now, let me show you what you will see as a parent. Once you're invited as a guardian by your teachers, you're going to want to check your email because you can see here, get Google Classroom for all email summaries for Bobby. And it says that I, as a teacher, invited myself as a guardian in Google Classroom. And this is a really cool email, so don't skip this one and don't accidentally delete it or trash it, what have you. This guy is golden. What you're going to see when you open the email, it says Michelle Martinez invited you as a guardian Google in Classroom. And then it's going to give your student's name. Now, if this comes to you by accident or goes to the wrong person in your family or something, they can just click on I'm not the guardian. It'll shoot us back an email, the teachers, and we'll know to change that email or fix it. If it is you, click accept. What you'll see next is this that says get classroom email summaries. And it says you've been invited to the Gmail to get email summaries. You signed in as Michelle Martinez. Now, if you want to sign in as another account, you can switch the account here, or you can press accept. I pressed accept. Next, set up your preferences, There's 3 here. You can get an email weekly, daily, or no summaries. I press daily. I love my son, but he has some problems getting assignments in, and so I like to know what is expected of him from all of his other teachers. So, I got the email today, and this is what it looked like. You can see where it says the date, or the class, 7th math. It's due August 12th. And the name of the assignment is First Day. And here are the instructions for that assignment. Add any supplies you need. On the bottom of this email says, don't see a class? Contact the teacher. They might use Classroom or may not have turned on Guardian. All right, well, all of us teachers use Classroom, so that won't be the problem. Maybe they forgot to send you or add you as a guardian, Maybe they forgot to add you as a guardian. Also, if you were to scroll down to the bottom of this email, there is a place where you can change your preferences or settings. And if you are doing daily, your kid's doing great, and you just kind of want to just look at a weekly summary, you can change it from daily to weekly or toggle back to daily as needed. So that's a good tool too. Now, how does Google Classroom work on the student's end? This one has a lot more information. So I created a video for you to watch. And let's do this.
Okay, parents, so now that we have gone over what you will see when you are invited as a guardian to Google Classroom and how you can get an email either on a weekly or daily basis that shows you what's going on in your kids' world of online learning, let me show you what your kids see. So this is a student's Google Classroom on my laptop. It looks pretty similar on the tablet or phone. Of course, the layout's going to be a little different, but they all function pretty much the same. So when you go to Google Classroom, this is the home page, I guess you could say, of Google Classroom. On here, you will see all of your students' classes that they've been invited to join are enrolled in at school. As a middle school team, we each have a Google Classroom. So that's really nice to know that you can come in and see any and all assignments from all of their classes here. Now, I say you can go in. This would be with asking your child to open up their Google Classroom for you on a device that has internet access, and then you should be able to see this this Google Classroom screen. Now here is what I call the magic 3 bars, because this is going to let me into a world of info. So this right here, classes, just brings you right back to this screen. This is a fun one. So this is one of the first 2 buttons I hit as a parent when I want to check in on my kids. So calendar is one, and the second one is the to-do. So let's go to calendar. Now calendar is really fun because it will tell you for that week what is coming up and what is due. Now, I can tab on to the previous weeks or what have you, and I can see all of the assignments here. Now, this is set for all classes. Let's say your kid's doing really well in science with the wonderful Mrs. Martinez, but not so good in PE or language arts, or any of the other classes. So you can go ahead and just click on the class that they're having problems in and help keep on top of that. So right now, none of these classes have assignments in them for this week because there's no school. So let's go to the one that has a mock assignment. Miss Royce was so kind to make an assignment for us to use for this tutorial. And this is that first one you saw when it was on all classes. Okay. They will be color-coded. That's also the great thing about Google Classrooms. Everything color-coded automatically. All right. So let me show you the next fun one. So this one right here, this is the to-do list. This is also great because this tells us what's missing. Now, these are old classes, and a lot of this stuff my son may have turned in person because some of this stuff is pre-COVID. The stuff that's after COVID started, I don't know. I'm still questioning. I think I'm going to take them aside. Just kidding. But let's keep going so we can see all the stuff. Then we see the stuff that doesn't have a due date on it. And then we have the stuff that's due tomorrow. So it always lists the missing work first. That's great for us parents. Here you can go ahead and you just click on the class. Teacher says they have a lot of missing work in my class. And they go, Mom, but I don't. Because I've had kids do this to me. And I go, oh, but look at the class you're showing me. Sweetie, you got to go look in that class. Oh, you're missing 2 things in that class. Okay, so this is also a great little thing. You can come here. You can really see what's going on. The other thing about that is you can also click on all we had to do was do this. Well, I can click on the assignment and I can look at the assignment itself. So, let's see, reflection. And you can see there's 4 questions. There's 2 assignments here. And it's marked missing because he didn't turn anything in. Okay? So and I'll show you how he could have done this. He could have actually clicked on add or create, and he could have gone to a doc and created a new doc right here that automatically attached to this, and he could have just answered those questions on that doc. Or he could have opened a Google Doc. They could go here to their waffle, and they can click on Docs and open a new one, but then they would have to make sure that they added it via their Google Drive or a file. So I actually I don't know why it keeps highlighting. Stop highlighting. I actually like this, where it actually just attaches straight to that. Okay, but let's go back. So I'm going to go back to the home page. So there's a quick tour of calendar and to-do, but let's look in the classroom. So let's go to 7th grade math, and there we go. We needed to click again. This is the stream. So on here, you will see it's just where people can post notes to each other. I know I spelled Miss Royce wrong. How horrible. Anyhow, this is where he could post, hey, I need help with this assignment, or sometimes I just have kids say, hey, for tomorrow, can you please bring well, pre-COVID, I would say bring a mug. We're going to have hot chocolate in the morning. We do all kinds of fun stuff on here, but this is a great place for your student to write a little note to their whole class. Of course, it'd be appropriate, and it would have to do with the class. It could not just be, hey, I saw a funny show today. That's something different. So it'd have to be classroom related. Classwork, this is great. Again, you can go to the Google Calendar. He hasn't logged into his calendar. And here he can see a calendar like this. Oops, it's still loading. And you can see that he's got his assignments listed right here. You could look at the folder for this class, and it will have all the assignments that Miss Royce has attached to, all the documents, I should say, and files that Miss Royce has attached to her assignments. So let's look at the first day. And right here, she attached a document. And when the document has their name attached to it, that means that each student has received their own copy of that assignment. So they can edit this. If they click on this, they can edit that assignment. Now, she just put the supply list in here that Miss Wynn sends to all the teachers at the end of the school year, so to get ready for the next school year. Because this is a mock assignment. So his job, if he was Miss Royce or a teacher here at our school, is he would highlight or fill in what he wanted for the classroom. And then he would, right here, you can turn it in straight right here because it's already attached to the assignment. Let me show you the assignment page. Right here are his instructions. Add all the supplies, or add any supplies you need. Then he's got 100 points this is worth. Here's the due date. Right here, he can put class comments. So, hey, maybe he's not sure if he's going to need whiteboard markers or not. He can say, hi, everyone. Do you think we would need whiteboard markers? Okay, and then he can click this, and this is going to go to all students and the teacher, and everybody can kind of respond here. This private comments over here, this goes straight to the teacher, so he can write, Miss Royce, what do I need these supplies for? Okay, so there you go. So now he sent that, and that went straight to Miss Royce. And only Miss Royce can see that. That's between him and Miss Royce. So whenever there's a private comment, it's between him and the teacher. Right here, add or create. I believe I showed you on that other one that has all these options. If you're on a phone or a tablet, there will be a few other options down below in this part, in this little box, and those will be take a video or take a photo, or record a video and take a photo. So this is great for those of you who are going to turn in a worksheet out of a consumable workbook. So the assignment would be here. There wouldn't be an attachment like this. Instead, your student would read the instructions, know that what page they have to do, and then they can go to, and then you could go right here, and they could take a photo and add it. Oh, look how funny. See, Miss Roy saw it. Hey, Bobby, you don't, haha. I posted this for your mom. Sorry. And I can type right back to her. Hey, this is Mrs. Martinez. I am making the tutorial right now on Screencastify. And now I can send that to her. And ta-da! Okay, so isn't that great? Miss Royce is really good about getting back to students really quickly, because it gives us a Google notification on our phones that somebody sent a private comment to us, and it also sends us an email when it's private comments, so that the teacher can get back to the student as quickly as possible. All right. So this is basically the assignment grid here, and this is what your student sees, and this is where if you have a question about an assignment, I would ask my student or my son to please show me their Google Classroom, and at least now you know how to navigate through it, so that well, I'm talking from experience as a parent, that they can't try to pull the wool over your eyes. All right? So this way you know how to navigate through their end of Google Classroom. Before we go, I've remembered one thing I wanted to show you. Let's go back real quick to that assignment. All right. Oops. Wrong thing. I'm sorry. I got click happy. Let's go back. Okay, right here. This turn in option is kind of fun because when you turn it in, if you turn it in, it'll list exactly what the attachments are. So I always tell my students and my own kids at home to check this list and make sure they have everything attached before finalizing this turn-in. But that's not the end-all be-all. So let's say he's turning this in 2 days early, and Miss Royce just looked over and said, hey, you forgot to attach another document. She can return it. That'd be one option. But the other option is he can go back and unsubmit it. This is great too. I've had kids turn stuff in early. My kids who want to be on top of things, they'll turn it in early, and then I'll be like, hey, did you remember to do this part of it? Or, hey guys, we have like a few more days before it's due. I'm going to add this little extra to it. And then they go, oh, okay, so I have to add something else. And they've already pressed the turn in button. All they have to do is press this unsubmit and add the new stuff to it. Now, I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe if it's late, if it's already late, I don't believe they can unsubmit it. It's turned in, it's turned in. But I would always ask permission of teachers before you unsubmit your work. I tell students that all the time, just to make sure, kind of just to let them know that you're not trying to cheat, because that's something that has happened before. Turn in work, oh, you have the answers? Let me unsubmit that and check your stuff. Yeah, that's happened too. So this is why I like that unsubmit button. It does help, but please tell your students to, if they're at home and they turned it in, like, oh, Mom, I forgot to add a doc, they can always unsubmit and then add a doc. I know a lot of times it's purely we just get click happy and we're done, turn it in, and, I forgot something. So it does have the unsubmit option. And when a teacher returns something, there's always an option to resubmit if maybe they need to make some corrections. So that's always an option as well. All right, guys, I'm pretty sure now that's it. Okay, parents, so now that we have gone over...
Okay, so let's stop this video and let's just go to the end here. That's it. That's all I have right now for you with Google Classroom. I hope it wasn't too painful, but if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask your student's homeroom teacher. All of us teachers, we will gladly do what we can too. I'm so sorry. We will gladly do what we can to help you with all your technical needs. Obviously, don't ask me to help you with speaking needs, because I'm having an issue with that currently. Anyhow, I hope that helped. Please let us know what we can help you with. Thank you so much, and we will see you later.